My name is Sergey. I'm the president of Architectural Mall, and in my hands I'm holding your frequently asked questions. So your first question was, where is your showroom? We currently have two showrooms. This is our main one here in Carroll Stream, Illinois. We have a smaller one in Flat Rock, North Carolina, and we are working on another one in Southwest Florida, Naples area. Does Architectural Mall provide price lists? Due to the nature of the space we're in and how there's so many different variations and options, we do not. We actually quote every project individually, no matter how big or small, and we typically turn our quotes around within a day. Do you sell direct? Do you have local distributors? We sell only direct, and we don't have distribution because that adds another layer of markup. So we sell direct to consumer, to general contractor, to architect, even lumberyards purchase directly from us. Where do you make your products? So majority of everything we manufacture is right here in Carroll Stream, Illinois, as well as our West Chicago facility. We're proud of the fact that we try and source all of our raw materials right here from the United States. So everything, majority of everything we do is American made. Does your company sell column covers, surrounds, and wraps? So in our showroom here, you will see yes. The answer is we sell full columns that you see right there. We sell PVC wraps, we sell FRP column covers, GFRC column covers, GRG column covers, and even our cast fiberglass and polymer stone, they can be split to surround a structural column. Should I get a round tapered or non-tapered columns? Well, this depends on the style home you're building. Traditionally, tapered columns have been used, and that is what you mostly see out there. Non-tapered are more material, heavier, more expensive, and they are more of a contemporary style. What material are your caps and bases made from on your columns? So that's a great question because unlike our competitors, we don't believe in mixing materials. You'll see a lot of companies out there where, for example, you have a cast fiberglass column and they'll have either a polyurethane base or a plastic base. And the problem with that is the material breathes, it moves, so both of those are going to react differently. Most importantly, when you go to paint them, you're going to have a harder time because the plastic will actually not take paint. So our columns, if you have a cast fiberglass column, the capital and the base will be the same cast matrix. So everything's going to move uniformly, get painted correctly, and stick properly. Our polymer stone will be a polymer stone base and capital. Our FRP will be just that. GFRC will have the same material. So every single column that we sell, whatever the matrix is what the capital and base will be made of. Are your columns, balustrades, load-bearing, structural? Yes, for the most part, all of our columns are load-bearing. In order for them to be structural, that requires them to prevent uplift. And the way we do that is we work with Simpson, and we use their hurricane ties that are hidden inside the columns to prevent that uplift. Our balustrade systems have all been tested in order to surpass the International Builders Code, BOCA codes, for lateral as well as height and the 4-inch sphere rules. So yes, the answer is majority of our product that we manufacture is code compliant, load bearing, and structural. What is a balustrade? A balustrade is a system comprised of your rail, top and bottom, your baluster or spindle, your newel post. The entire assembly as a whole is what's called a balustrade. Why should I choose Architectural Mall's products over other ones? That's a great question. I'm a firm believer if it's not good enough for my house, sure as hell is not good enough for yours. So that means we have the best quality control in the industry. I make sure we have layers of people checking everything we fabricate and before it leaves our facility. We use only the best in raw materials. Our FRP column covers, cornice, etc. We use a marine grade gel coat, which means it's going to be more durable, last longer. Again, all of our raw materials are sourced from the United States and of top quality. Our warranty can't be beat. more importantly, our customer service. Where most take 3, 4, 5 days to respond to emails or quotes, we respond the same day. You have a quote by the next day. What is the price range per lineal foot of your polymer stone balustrade system? These are our polymer stone. Polymer stone is a synthetic material made up of polyester resin and calcium carbonate, which is essentially crushed limestone and granite. The price depends because there's so many variations. As you can see, you have your smaller system, you have your larger, your medium systems. Depends on, is the area a flat surface like this? Is it a straight stair? Is it a radius? Rough idea is between $185 a lineal foot and upwards of $400 per foot when you have your radius twist stairs. And we bend the rail so that it is constantly parallel to the ground. Do you have installers in our area? So we ship orders all over the United States, and we have for decades. And we've built relationships with great local crews that do installations. We also do have our own crew, so depending on the project and location, more than likely we'll have someone that is able to do the installation for you, provide the labor necessary. Which caulking do you recommend for your products? Well, we recommend either a product by Vulcan Tremco or Master Seal NP1. Those are two that we've used for the last decades, and they tend to hold up the best and expand and contract, move properly with our product, and more importantly, they have colors that actually match up to ours. How do I install my products? We have extensive library on our website showing virtually every application. We have PDF guides, we have videos, all on our website. We also have a YouTube channel that has the same videos on there. What are the advantages, drawbacks going with polyurethane versus a polymer stone system? Polyurethane is a light foam made to emulate wood. It is a great product. It does require to be painted. So the maintenance with that, for the most part, there are paints now that give you a 10, 15, 25-year warranty. So if applied correctly, you won't have to paint. It's limited by size, and you can only go up to 12-foot spans and only straight sections, meaning flat on the ground, straight like this, or straight stair. The polymer stone product is permeated throughout with the color. It's naturally sealed. This product, we have endless possibilities. You have colors, you have texture smooth, you have coral finish. We can span up to 20 feet in certain styles. Overall, it is a much better product. There's nothing wrong with going one way or the other. It's really preference and the final look. The polyurethane is really made to emulate painted wood. Now, the great thing about our company is that you could use both on the same house, because we could use the same mold to make the same style rail and baluster in two different material types. So if you're worried about weight and you want to go lighter on your rooftop, for example, you would put the polyurethane painted up there. And then on the lower levels where people will be able to touch and feel, you'd go with the polymer stone. I live near an ocean. Does your material do well in saltwater environments? How about cold weather? So yes, again, all of our product has been tested to be around water. We've installed and supplied material all the way from Alaska down to Hawaii, and we've been doing since 2001. So all of our products are made to be able to be around saltwater, harsher environments. We use only stainless steel or aluminum when required. Everything else, the polymer stone, the polyurethane, that's already a product that water and salt can't damage. What does your warranty cover, and do you have a return policy? So our warranty covers any defects that arise from our material itself. And some products are returnable. For example, our stock sizes, we call them columns, which are 8, 10, and 12-inch round tapered plain columns with the standard Tuscan cap and base. For the most part, everything we do is job specific, meaning we build your project and we do it one at a time. So those items, once they go into production, you cannot stop, you cannot return them. How do you use a patch kit? So we have a step-by-step guide on our website showing that, and that's a great question because from time to time you do damage your product, and instead of replacing it, we provide a patch kit, which is the same material, allowing you to patch that material or product up and not have to replace it. What sandpaper should I use to remove scratches? So for your cast fiberglass columns, you want to rough them up before you prime and paint them. That I would suggest using 100 grit sandpaper. If you have a little scuff on the pre-finished product, for example, the Polymer stone, that you would use about 200 grit sandpaper, and you would do more of a slapping motion versus a sanding to retain the texture. If it's a PVC column and you have some on it, that I would suggest using 300 grit sandpaper. Everything else really does not need to be sanded, and you won't be using anything. I need to make a cut in the field. What saw should I use? So for fiberglass, Polymer stone, cast fiberglass, any of the harder products, you would use a masonry disc, preferably diamond blade, because it does provide a cleaner cut. If you're working with PVC or polyurethane, that uses your standard woodworking tools. So any type of saw you would use while cutting wood, you could apply to those. So those were your 20 top questions we received. If you have any other questions, feel free to email us, reach out through any of the social media platforms, or even comment on this video. Thanks for hanging out with us today.